up, Magoo? Yeah. Well, hey, thank you for trending it with the iiTTCAST. I'm your host, WD3. It's my co-host, Magoo. 3 O's. Hey, and welcome to the iiTTCAST. Now, today, Magoo, there's a lot of exciting stuff. But today, we're going to talk about the food supply. Have you ever thought about the food supply? Being an American citizen, have you ever thought about that?
Actually, I think about food, been thinking about food and dieting before this virus, like for the last 10 years. Never mind, it's a little bit too graphic, but I've been paying attention to food.
Okay, well, yeah, I mean, it's about to be big news in the coming week. You're about to hear a lot of stuff about the food supply, and we're going to tell you why. But first, before we get into that and other stories...
It's been a long week. You need to go get suited and get ready for another long week. We're going to show you how.
All right, well, we'll get you a shirt. Hey, iiTTCAST Nation. This is WD3, my co-host Magoo, 3 O's. And we want you to represent the iiTTCAST Nation by purchasing your very own iiTTCAST Nation t-shirt.
That's right.
Just cash out iiTTCAST, $25, which includes shipping and handling, or just email us at iiTTCAST@gmail.com, subject line apparel. Make sure you include your name, your size, and your address.
From small to 3X, get that right out to you.
And we'll ship you your very own iiTTCAST Nation t-shirt.
You can represent with us.
Represent. Make sure you send in those photos. We'll put you on the show.
Tune in every Monday at 6.
Peace.
Unfortunately, we was not paying attention. We had some phone noises going on in the background, trying to make sure you guys didn't hear that. But what WD3 was discussing with me and to the YouTube world is Takashi, however you pronounce it, man. Mr. 6ix9ine is out getting special privilege, just like no one else is worried about the virus. Like he's the only one.
Right.
Bill Cosby should get out.
Bill Cosby should get out. Well, here's the thing. Regardless of who should get out, I don't think that if this guy is getting out of jail, then if you have loved ones and family members in jail, you're about to see them real soon because this guy was never supposed to get out of jail. But anyway, let's get to the story.
I thought he was under witness protection. What he said. Let's
get to the story. According to Forbes, on Forbes.com, we ventured off of Twitter and got to Forbes.com for the story. Earlier today, this was April 2nd, rapper Tekashi 6ix9ine was finally granted an early release from prison, where he's been locked up for several months. The musician, it hadn't even been a year. The musician's lawyer had been seeking the release for some time now due to the fact that he suffered from a number of underlying health issues such as asthma, which puts him at the high-risk category for falling ill with coronavirus. Shooting at people. About that.
shooting at people, instigating
fights, getting into fist fights at Comic-Con down out in LA.
You know what they say, you mind your own, you live long. So I don't really know too much about
shooting up video. They say he's shooting up video shoots. There's a lot going on now. It says so basically he initially denied the ask was granted suddenly, and the artist is now out of prison, but he isn't completely a free man yet. So he's out of prison.
It should be the artist formerly known as Tekashi.
Man, I mean, if anybody out there, if you are in the dark on who this guy is, I guess he put out a bunch of singles, and they really were popular, and more power to him for that. Kind of humble beginnings. But during the time when he was putting out these singles, this guy was actually starting beefs with every rapper out there. He was really had language. I thought that maybe when I first saw him, I thought he was put on the scene by the CIA to start a race war, because I'd never seen a Hispanic guy who just was going so racial at a lot of people, and it was like, made me feel pretty uncomfortable. But hey, he's a free man. If you see him on the street, say hi, 6ix9ine. All right. Now, what do you got for video of the week?
All right, video of the week, we got Cudi Forever, Hood Baby.
That's what's up.
Brought to you by Strong Family.
Video of the week.
What's that gonna be, right? Help me out there. Right there.
Bitch, you know what the fuck going on, nigga. Familiar shit, the familiar way. I got an addiction. I love spending money, I love fucking hoes, but I don't do drama. You can hit with that llama, spin a bin again on you and your partners. She making it wobble, ooh, yeah. She just like her mama too, yeah. She come with that drama too. I'm a hood baby. I got an addiction. I love spending money, I love fucking hoes, but I don't do drama. You can hit with that llama, spin a bin again on you and your partner. Yeah. She making it wobble, ooh, yeah. She just like her mama too, yeah. She come with that drama too. I'm a hood baby. Gas brake pimp on a bitch, gas brake dip in a bitch. I'm breaking her in, she wet as a pool. I'm no mechanic, but I keep a tool. Boy, you a fool if you think you gon' run up. Got eyes all around me and they keep them blow. Got a verified hoe and she want me to come on. My price done went up and I cannot go low. If you think you gon' play me, boy, think again. I'ma make it to where he can't think again. I'ma make it to where he can't blink again. I got an addiction, I love to spin. I'm addicted to guap and love chasing in. No, I'm not a reporter, got news you can use though. You know that I'm crippin', my hunters all blue though. I been getting so high, feel like I'm on Pluto. If you need that pack, hit up a nigga Hulo. Playing you die, little nigga, you trippin'. My niggas up, pull a kick door in your kitchen. Bitch, just a F and N, I don't do Smith. I'm on some first degree, I'm on some lynch shit. I don't need no drugs to pull up no skip, bitch. All you do is use drugs and be on that bitch shit, nigga. You be on that bitch shit, nigga. I got an addiction. I love spending money, I love fucking hoes, but I don't do drama. You can hit with that llama, spin a bin again on you and your partners. Yeah. She making it wobble, ooh, yeah. She just like her mama too, yeah. She come with that drama too. I'm a hood baby. I got an addiction. I love spending money, I love fucking hoes, but I don't do drama. You can hit with that llama, spin a bin again on you and your partner. Yeah. She making it wobble, ooh, yeah. She just like her mama too, yeah. She come with that drama too. I'm a hood baby.
Progression on me, progression on 3.
8,000 league. Shit on here we go right there. Look, 7 days a week.
Hello, iiTTCAST. I hope you guys are enjoying the show today. Again, Ali Saleh with Strong Family Financial. I wanted to give you guys a heads up with our organization. As I've shared before, WD3 is an agent of ours, and he's got this great show here, but we offer whole life insurance. If you are looking for a whole life insurance plan or a final expense plan for you or someone you care about, a mother, a father, someone in retirement years, give WD3 a call and let us get you taken care of. Now you guys go out and have a great day.
All right, so shout out to Strong Family for bringing us the video of the week. Shout out to Magoo for sharing that video with us. That was
Cudi Forever.
Cudi Forever. That's what's up. Straight out of Tulsa.
Go check him out on YouTube and subscribe to his channel as well.
Yeah, go check those guys out. They work hard. They're bringing that music to us. You can only see it here on the iiTTCAST, straight out of Tulsa, bringing it to the world. Shout out to those guys. Now, what we were talking about earlier, it all stems from the coronavirus. Everything does right now. Back, in the beginning was coronavirus. Anyway, now, we just saw 6ix9ine. He got out. Now, I do know, in all fairness, I do know some other guys. My cousin, for instance, in California, he was facing some time, and because of the virus and his case, he's a free man right now. So I'm sure. So I'm kind of single in this case out, but there's more cases like that. But I thought this was pretty extreme. Now, according to COVID-19 on Twitter. This says, coronavirus researchers in the U.S. and China partner to find the origins of COVID-19. So, as we know, U.S. is blaming China for starting this. China's blaming the U.S. for starting this. So they're partnering together and holding hands and figuring out who's to blame. Who's to blame for killing over 208,000 people so far with this thing. All right, so let's read the story. Chinese and American researchers are reviewing blood bank samples across China to determine the roots of the coronavirus disease. Read this and more. Now, some of the updates. U.S. nears 1 million cases. We're only a country of 300 million people, so getting close to 1/3% have it. Public health info from health agencies, okay, by the numbers data to understand the impact, positivity. Kids in Spain allowed outside for the first time in weeks. So I saw a story that said that the Chinese, in China, a country of over 1 billion people and where this thing supposedly started, they hadn't seen a corona death in 11 days. So
where it all started.
This is, there's more to that story. There's a lot of misinformation out there they're noting on here, and I think most of that is being given by the authorities. But anyway, it's just my opinion. The total number of global cases has surpassed 3 million, including more than 209 fatalities. More than 885,000 patients are reported to have recovered. So this thing is not totally fatal, but it is disrupting our lives and this economy as well as economies around the world. Some people are starting to really ask a lot of questions. Has that been something that's run across your mind, Magoo?
Man, actually, maybe 3 weeks in, it's like, air's getting better. I actually seen an article said something about the Earth repaired its own hole in the ozone over Antarctica.
So, all right, well, there you go. So, I was thinking more along the lines of if you wreck the economy, you pretty much wreck the country. Now, we have an army that actually, you have young men who probably have opportunities elsewhere, but the best opportunity for them is the military because what? The money, the education they could get. Some people like to travel to Afghanistan. But
I went over to Dubai.
Well, and there you go. So there's a lot of opportunity in military. But if the economy's wrecked, then what is going to be the motivation for anyone to fight for this nation? And I would also say that whenever you have a sick person who usually is the leader and like America is, if America is sick and crippled, then what a lot of folks don't realize is that people around the world are not trying to get up and clamor every day on how to keep America number one. They're trying to figure out how to bring it down. So if America's sick and their economy is sick and everyone's infected and can't be next to each other, that increases our risk of being attacked by another country. And that's a real problem. There's a lot of headlines that President Trump right now has his people on high alert because he fears a sneak attack from Iran right now. So those are things that are not being talked about while this distraction, for the most part, of 24-hour wall-to-wall coronavirus coverage when there's other things going on around the world in the news. And I would say war is going to be war, civil unrest because of food supply. These are things that we're going to have to deal with real soon before phase 3. Anyway, what do you got for the new
It's
Oklahoma
that time
vibes?
again. Out with the bad vibes, in with the new good vibes. Brought to you by Mind, Body, and Vibes Dispensary in OKC.
Love the
We
way
got
music
new
does that.
Oklahoma vibes. Steph Simon got a new one for us. Gold and Silver.
All right, friend of the
the
show, Steph Simon.
Fire and Little Africa Project. Bringing home that Grammy. And that's going to be...
Luke 6:38 says, give, and it shall be given unto you. Good measure, pressed down, shake it together, and run it over. Shall men give into your bosom. For with the same measure that ye meet, we shall be measured with you again. Amen.
Check. I'm from a city where the gangsters don't die. They find God, then they open the church. I'm just trying to make $1 million off the shows and the merch. A thin line between doing it for the love and your worth. Feel like that silver and gold is just a gift and a curse. And I was never the perfect kid, staring at the baddest bitches off in the service. The pastor always told me I was made in his image. And would that explain the reason for my ratchet and righteousness? I pray that you find your passion, your flaws, no accident. The struggle so necessary, he just wanna laugh a bit. My God got a sense of humor, like look at these niggas, they stupid. I put his blessings right in front of him and he gon' go do some dumb shit. I'm trying, G, know it's bigger problems, but I'm trying to eat. I ain't trying to bug you, so don't judge me if we barely speak. Rap gang, Carlton Pearson, get these hoes that hire D. Forgive me for my sin, and when I see you, hope you hire me.
Since I'm constantly searching for heaven that's on this earth, and since I'll never be perfect, I find the balance and word it.
The money's the root of evil. I bless it, then make a purchase. I rock the gold for my praises, the silver that's for my curse.
Since I'm constantly searching for heaven that's on this earth, and since I'll never be perfect, I find the balance and word it.
The money's the root of evil. I bless it, then make a purchase. I rock the gold for my praises, the silver that's for my curse.
Said Steph sent me this beat and I ain't even know what to write. Should it be about materialism, my fascination with ice? Should it be about gold plaques we sacrifice to family life? Or chains that get snatched with the medallion of Christ? I went from block to pew, straight from pew to school, then from church to court, behind the that we do, where we don't mess with silver chains like it ain't got no value. To digital assets, my block folio fool. I recognize the world changing, how I'm gon' make do with a brand new son, how I'm gon' show him the way. Tell him money ain't everything, at the same time get paid without him losing his soul. It's so easy these days while I'm fighting my demons. Want the whips, what's the reason? To shine on my peers that was doubting and sleeping. I try to have a purpose when I'm speaking, a higher calling I'm seeking. That's my silvery gold. Listen,
Lord, we magnify your name.
Let me tell you something, man. When you
do what you're supposed to do,
listen, and you stay strong in faith, man, and you trust God no matter what. I don't care what you did, what you doing. When you on one accord with Him, He got you. Like hands down, got you. There's no way. There's absolutely no way. I'm up to the
Lord, we magnify your name. Since you woke me up today, I want to say, I just want to say thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Lord, we magnify your name. Since you woke me up today, I want to say, I just want to say thank you. Thank you.
prompts in the back of the Bible. I'm just a hope high stepper, just trying to be like our idols from Easter Sunday recitals. Now I'm packing these venues, it's like a ghetto revival. My sounds of blackness is vital, like a mix between Holy Ghost and Hova quotes. Mama put her last little dollars in the collection plate, even though she broke. Sunday morning I spent my last in the studio. We got the same faith, a different seed we sow. We living in a new era where everybody woke. I'm so in tune with my spirit, don't need no meme to quote. Sometimes I just think about how I won't be here no more. Sometimes I just wanna sit back and watch my daughter grow. Money, cars, hoes, and clothes will make the radio. But this the song the strippers play before they go to work. This the song them hustlers play before they make a swerve. If I can't reach them in the flesh, I'll reach them with these words. Hold up, I ain't finished. I'm still hungry and you know black churches be extended. And all I've eaten is communion pieces. I hope it hold me over for a couple minutes. Rest in peace to my brother Josh Griffin. I know I got some angels walking with me. My nigga fat, but I know when I see you, we gon' hoop until our halos dent you. Feel like my mama turned into my daughter, and can't nobody out here tell me different. And it ain't even cause they look the same. I feel her near me when I watch her sleeping. I'm just trying to make the best decisions, and you might disagree with how I'm living, but we not here to walk the same path. Put your feet in my shoes, I know they ain't gon' fit you, and we don't have the same consequences. My mistakes, they was my biggest teachers. Man, I hope heaven got a grayscale, so I can make it with a high C. I just wanna balance out my energies. A battery just ain't working with only positives. A battery just ain't working with only negatives. Before you judge a nigga, let me live. Since I'm constantly searching for heaven that's on this earth, and since I never be perfect, I find a balance and worded. The money's the root of evil. I bless it and make a purchase. Rock the gold for my praises, that silver that's for my curses. Since I'm constantly searching for heaven that's on this earth, and since I never be perfect, I find a balance and worded. The money's the root of evil. I bless it and make a purchase. Rock the gold for my praises, that silver that's for my curses. Amen.
New Oklahoma vibes, Steph Simon, Summer and Gold.
All right, yeah. Shout out to Steph Simon, big friend of the show. Definitely was on the show. Was featured in the World Culture Music Fest.
That's his thing.
Yeah. So you know, guys putting in a lot of work, doing really good work here in Tulsa, and being a good example for other artists out there who aspire to make it big out of Tulsa. So shout out to Steph Simon. So that was brought to you by Mind, Body, and Vibes in OKC. If you got your card, got it. All right, so what we were talking about now, a lot of people say, hey, you know, Will, WD3, whatever you want to call me, they might say, well, you know, you're a conspiracy theorist. Well, that's fine. I would say that name calling is discouraging. It tries to discourage you from getting information that they don't want you to know, information that might change yours or their lives for the better or for the worse. So a lot of people don't like their world view to be disrupted. That's why I'm going to bring this next story, because I like to disrupt your worldview a little bit. Now, a lot of folks were talking about, well, I was talking about, I see a lot of food riots coming. That's what I see. I see civil unrest. I see the government not being able to keep rolling out stimulus checks to make enough people stable to where society doesn't fall apart. This next story kind of proves my point. Have you seen any food disruptions over in China? I haven't. I haven't seen any supply chains breaking. I haven't seen any.
I'm still cautious about Chinese food.
Well, the point being, China doesn't have a huge black population. The ones that they do have are mainly from African countries visiting doing work. They have been kicking those black people out of Chinese hotels and kicking them out on the streets and saying because of corona's a black man's disease, so you guys can't stay here. Go look up those stories. Now, tell me I'm wrong, but this is absolutely huge, and this could be the story that changes everything about this coronavirus shutdown. And it says in the Time, this is Time magazine, it says the food supply chain is breaking. Tyson Foods warns of meat shortage as plant closed due to COVID-19. So this is not WD3 predicting as I saw it coming. This is the largest food manufacturer in America. He's Tyson Foods, one of the U.S.'s biggest meat processors, didn't mince words in a full-page New York Post. Even for short periods of time, millions of pounds of meat will disappear from the supply chain. John Tyson, chairman of the board of Tyson Foods, wrote in a letter published as an advertisement, quote, as a result, there will be limited supply of our products available in grocery stores until we are able to reopen our facilities that are currently closed. It goes on to state, so I think this is important. The Arkansas-based company says food waste is also a threat as, quote unquote, check this out, guys, farmers across the nation simply will not have anywhere to sell their livestock to be processed when they could have fed the nation. So they're throwing away and killing livestock and throwing away eggs and milk and stuff like that because there's nobody to give it to. Millions of animals, chickens, pigs, and cattle will be depopulated, killed, because of the closure of our processing facilities, Tyson writes. This is the Tyson you see on the chicken at the grocery store. This is him, so it's not me or it's not you. We usually can't, Anyway, he says the food supply chain is breaking. I'll read one more paragraph. A spokesperson with the U.S. Department of Agriculture said that the statement emailed to Time that the USDA, together with U.S. Food and Drug Administration and Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, will work to ensure the food supply chain remains safe and secure. So we'll keep an eye on that for sure. And if they're not able to accomplish this safety and security with the food supply chain, then where are we going to eat? What are we going to eat? I'll tell you what. Grasshoppers and locusts are edible. They sell them at the zoo. And when society breaks down, that's one food supply that I'll be going after, that nobody else will be going after. After all the ramen noodles are gone, after all the toilet paper is eaten, why are people going out and buying tons and tons of toilet paper, Magoo? That's all what I want. I've always wondered that throughout this. Why are people buying tons of toilet paper when the food supply chain is about to come to a screeching halt because of not a lot of customers to buy the food? All the restaurants have shut down, a lot of them. A lot of the people, the food supply, the grocery stores and things can only have so many people coming in at one time to where, they can't make the money that they would be able to make and buy what they need. So now the estimates, I used to be a manager at Walgreens, and we used to order food and supplies off of an estimate of what we already sold. So we don't have too much excess. So whenever these computers reorder these foods at these big markets, they're reflecting the last 3 weeks to a month, which has only had one customer per 50 square feet or something like that. So you've had limited customers and limited traffic, limited sales. So that means the computer systems order limited supplies, which means the supply chains have to get rid of excess because it costs money to store extra stuff. So what do you got for TikTok? Because we're in trouble if this thing doesn't get fixed quickly.
All you do is play video games. That's not
Okay, I pull up, hop out at the after party. You and all your friends, yeah, they love that get naughty. Sipping on that heat, I know you love that Bacardi. 1942, I take
iiTTCAST Nation. This is WD3 with my co-host Magoo, 3 O's. And we want you to represent the iiTTCAST Nation by purchasing your very own iiTTCAST Nation t-shirt.
That's right.
Just cash out iiTTCAST, $25, which includes shipping and handling, or just email us at iiTTCAST@gmail.com, subject line apparel. Make sure you include your name, your size, and your address.
From small to 3X, get that right out to you.
And we'll ship you your very own iiTTCAST Nation t-shirt.
You can represent with us.
Represent. Make sure you send in those photos. We'll put you on the show.
Tune in every Monday at 6.
Peace.
Man, these niggas got me spinning, T-Lou. You know what I'm saying? This for my niggas right here. Load up your clips, my nigga. It's about to go down. We spinning right now. You know what I'm saying? This thing is real out here in the field. Go.
These chickens dogging me out, man. They bring the dog in me out. Yeah. You know I'm winning from beginning to the ending. When I'm spinning, leave them all no.
This is the microphone fiend on iiTTCAST. Go check out the all-day mini movie by WD3.